Hello everyone, my name is Arik Fakri Nugroho. You can call me Arik. My number is K1322020. Today I got a test to explain about math material. So let's do it. Okay, the main math material that I will present is about rule for trigonometric function in derivative. Before we get into the main material, we should know the basic material that support the main material. Okay, the first basic material is the basic concept of trigonometry. In basic concept of trigonometry, if we have ABC right triangle with a right angle in B, we can say that AC is hypotenuse, BC is adjacent, and AP is opposite. And if we have theta in C angle, we can say that sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, is AP over AC. Sine theta equals 1 over cosecant theta. And cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, is BC over AC. Cos theta equals 1 over secant theta. And tangent theta is opposite over adjacent, is equals AP over BC. Tangent theta equals 1 over cotangent theta. And the next basic material is trigonometric identities. You can see on screen that there is a sine graph, cos graph, and tangent graph. And above that, we can see that is a trigonometric identities. And beside that, you can see there is addition and subtraction of sine and cos, multiplication of sine and cos, addition and subtraction of two angle, and the next is the rules for double angle, triple angle, and a half angle. The next is main material. We get into the main material. This is the rules for derivative. Rules for derivative is used to solve the problem about the derivative. Okay, there is a 6 rules for derivative. Number 1 is power rule. If we have x over x upper n, the derivative of x upper n is n times x upper n minus 1. Number 2 is constant coefficient rule. If we have 3 times x squared, the derivative of that is 3 times the derivative of x squared. Number 3 is sum rule. If we have fx plus gx, the derivative of fx plus gx is f prime x plus g prime x. And number 4 is product rule. If we have fx times gx, the derivative of fx times gx is f prime x times gx plus fx times g prime x. Number 5 is quotient rule. If we have fx over gx, the derivative of that is f prime x times gx minus fx times g prime x over gx squared. Okay, and the last is chain rule. If we have f gx, the derivative of that is f prime gx times g prime x. Okay, the next is basic theorem of trigonometric derivative. There is a 2 basic theorem. There is a derivative of sine and derivative of cosine. If we have sine x, the derivative of sine x is cos x. And if we have cos x, the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. You know that with two basic theorem, we can find the other derivative of trigonometry. So we can find the derivative of tangent, derivative of cosecant, derivative of secant, and so on. Okay. For example, we can find the derivative of tangent x. In the basic concept of trigonometry, we know that tangent is sine over cos. So if we have tangent x, we can conclude that tangent x is sine x over cos x. So by using the quotient rule, the derivative of sine x over cos x is cos x times cos x minus sine x times minus sine x over cos x squared. So we get cos x squared plus sine x squared over cos x squared. So we get 1 over cos x. Remember, in the basic concept of trigonometry, 1 over cos is equals secant. So if we have 1 over cos x squared equals secant x squared. The next is the theorem of trigonometric derivative. If we have sine x, the derivative of sine x is cos x. If we have cos x, the derivative of cos x is minus sine x. If we have tangent x, the derivative of tangent x is secant x squared. If we have secant x, the derivative of secant x is secant x times tangent x. If we have cosecant x, the derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x times cotangent x. If we have cotangent x, the derivative of cotangent x is minus cosecant x squared. This is the example of the problem about the rule for trigonometric function in derivative. Okay, in this case we have cos 1 minus 3x squared squared. We will find the derivative of cos in bracket 1 minus 3x squared squared. Okay. By using the chain rule, we get 2 times cos in bracket 1 minus 3x squared times minus sin in bracket 1 minus 3x squared times minus 6x. So we can write like that, 6x times 2 cos in bracket 1 minus 3x squared times sine in bracket 1 minus 3x squared. Remember, in trigonometric identities, we get, if we have sine 2x equals 2 cos x times sin x. In this case, x is cos 1 minus 3x squared. So we get 6x times sin 2 in bracket 1 minus 3x squared. Okay, the next math material that I will present is about limit. What is a limit? Okay, limit is a value that uses a function approach when it approaches a certain value. Or in a simple language, a limit can be said to be a value that goes to a limit that can be said to be close but cannot be reached. Besides that definition, we have the general definition for the limit. Limit f(x) approaches c equals L if for every x that is reasonably close to c but x not equal c, fx approaches L. That sentence can be written like this. Okay. Okay. The next is the basic theorem of limit. This basic theorem of limit can be used to solve the problem about the limits. We have 9 basic theorem of limit. Okay. Number 1, the limit of c as x approaches a equals c. Number 2, the limit of x as x approaches a equals a. Number 3, the limit of fx plus gx as x approaches a equals limit of fx as x approaches a plus limit of gx as x approaches a. Number 4, limit of fx minus gx as x approaches a equals limit of fx as x approaches a minus limit of gx as x approaches a. And number 5, limit of c times fx as x approaches a equals c times limit of fx as x approaches c. Number 6, limit of fx times gx as x approaches c equals limit of fx as x approaches c times limit of gx as x approaches c. And the next, limit of fx over gx as x approaches a equals limit fx as x approaches a over limit of gx as x approaches a, provided limit of gx as x approaches to a not equals 0. Okay. Number 8, limit of fx upper n as x approaches a equals limit of fx as x approaches a in bracket upper n, where n is a rational number. Okay, so the next question is how to find the limit value of a function. Okay, there is a 3 method or 3 ways to find the limit value of a function. The first is substitution method. The substitution method is the most basic way to find the limit value. This method is done by directly substituting the value into the function fx. And the next is factoring method. If the substitution method produces a value of indeterminate, the function must be factored first, then it can be substitution. Okay. Number 3 is the multiply factor method. If the substitution method produces a irrational limit value, then the function is multiplied by its common root, then it can be substitution. Okay, that is my explanation about the limit. Okay, that is my explanation about the rule for trigonometric function in derivative and my explanation about the limit. Okay, I hope you enjoy it and I hope you understand about my explanation. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and if I made mistake, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you very much and see you later.